I wouldn't do justice to our audience if I didn't address it here with the fact that our mission is driven to help men break free from porn addiction. So you've talked about it. You've talked about your journey, your struggle. Why did you bring it up numerous times without it ever being asked? What have you noticed in your life? How has it changed and transformed once you were able to remove porn from your life as well?
So one of the reasons I bring it up willingly is because I don't think most people have the, I don't want to say guts, but it's a very rare question. Look, what's the joke of like, billions of people watch porn, but I've never met another guy who does, because everybody hides it. Mm-hmm. Everybody hides it. It's like, oh, okay, I guess you're another guy who doesn't watch it, right? So one of the reasons was this: as the cell phones become more and more widespread, two things happen. You have easier access to porn. You also have easier access to erectile dysfunction pills. Porn and erectile dysfunction go hand in hand. That when I saw that and realized you don't even need a prescription anymore, you can go on one of these apps, get it discreetly shipped to your house, and you don't have to stop the problem. Then in my mind, it was like, I want to be the guy who talks about this, because I know not a lot of guys are vulnerable enough to do it. And it wrecked a lot of my life. It wrecked a lot of my life. When you're 16 years old and you can't have sex with your girlfriend, like, that's not good. That's not, maybe 18, not 16, but 18. Like, that's not normal. That doesn't feel good. You're wondering what's wrong with you, right? So for me, I just wanted to be, I want to be transparent, and I want to be authentic. And I want, when you're vulnerable, it allows other people to talk to you at the same level. They realize, oh, that's okay here. It goes from, this is my problem, to this is something that we share together and we can get through together. And somebody has to break the ice. And I think I'm just comfortable with it because I've done 500, almost 600 podcasts at this point between ours and being on others. So it was like, look, I will own this because I want to help. The same reason I talk about suicide. Like, yeah, that sucks, right? I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud of that. But I do think that it's something that needs to be talked about more. And until people start talking about it more, it's not gonna happen.
Amen, brother. It's exactly why I do what I do. What you said there, like, billions of men are addicted, but you've never met another man that's addicted to porn. It's like, I talk about this quite a bit, and there's the 3 A's of pornography that make it so difficult with, as far as, curing the addiction. It's accessible. You talked about it's literally in our pocket 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's affordable. 90% of porn these days is free, and I don't understand the ones that actually pay for it. But then it's anonymous, and that's where you talked about it. No other addiction in the world are you literally going to do by yourself 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you're an alcoholic, you're drinking in bars, you're drinking with other people. If you're a drug addict, you got to go buy the drugs from another person, and then a lot of times you're doing it with somebody else. If you're a gambling addict, yeah, you may be gambling at home, but I think most gambling addicts are in the casino pulling the slot machine, watching the things spin. If you're shopping, I guess you could shop online by yourself. So maybe that's another one. But yeah, it's like, it's this addiction that just lives in isolation. And the more you stay isolated, and the more that you live in the isolation, and more you live in the guilt and shame and don't have the conversations, the more it just feeds and grows and grows and grows. And then it's like, you just layer shame on top of shame on top of shame, never getting out of it. So brother, I appreciate you for talking about it on other podcasts, because I think that is where it needs to start. We need to see men that have their lives together, that have physiques, have businesses, are doing amazing things, but then can say, you know what, at one point, this had its hands wrapped around me because it is bigger than me, and we need to have the conversations about it. So I just really do, like I said, I appreciate you for being open and talking about that.
It's so important. It's so important. I didn't know I was addicted. I thought it was normal.
Because it's taught, every guy is doing this. It's taught, oh, where do you want to go learn about sex? Just go watch this. Like, yeah, for me, with the mission that I'm on, and, really the battle I'm going to be fighting for the next 37 years of my life. Like, I'm facing something that society is saying it's just okay. It's a part of life. It's a part of society. And I'm sitting there telling you, no, it's destroying brains. It's destroying men. It's destroying relationships. And when you add all 3 of those together, it's destroying the world. But but yeah, that 18 years old dude with erectile dysfunction, like when I started to hear some of the statistics, I mean, I was in my 30s when I really started to kind of wrap my head around it, but hearing that there's boys and young men out there that are struggling with this, it's like, we got to fix this. We got to have the conversations. I got to continue to do the work that I'm doing. Because it's scary. And then what it does to minds, young minds as well, how it literally rewires and reshapes the way we view and see the world. So appreciate you again, man, for opening up about that.